Hi, y'all. This is Fix It with Fran, where I talk about all things faith, family, food, and fun. So much has happened today. So much has happened in life. And I'm coming to you kind of with an update with one of my first kind of getting to know me videos. Trying to set this up because, as you may have noticed, if you've watched any videos on this channel, now I've popped my head out of the shot. I, for the most part, hadn't done really any videos with myself or my face in the video. I don't really know if there was a reason for that. One, I guess I didn't want to record myself. I thought that I was going to do one of those channels where it was really just my voice and it was about what I was doing. I don't know, those videos always seem kind of interesting to me. But I'm at the point now where I feel like I want to be a little more interactive with my channel, a little more personal. And here's my face. I say all that to say. And with some of the reviews that I'm doing now too, and some of the things as far as the direction that I want my channel to take, I think it's important for you to see my face. So here I am. And again too, with some of the things that I want to start doing and interacting and showing, it'll be hard to kind of do that without my face being shown and me interacting with you in this way. So yeah, here I am. And two, I always thought maybe I wanted to set up this or that. I've done a couple of videos I think before where it's kind of just me sitting in a room. I also feel like I'm one of those people, like, I'll just be honest. I don't want you walking through my house. I don't want you walking through my backyard. I don't want you walking through those kind of intricate areas of my life because believe it or not, I don't think many people would think that about me. I'm more of a private person than most people might give me credit for being. Um, so I don't think I'll do those like clean with me type videos or tours of my house or walk through here, there. That's not my stilo. I'm not doing that. At least I don't see that for myself now. But I was coming to do a look at this little timer. And I guess I didn't image this right. But anyway, this is a 3 outlet outdoor mechanical timer. Yet I am inside doing this review, which is actually going to be more of an unboxing, even though, as you can see from this packaging, it's clear. So this unboxing is going to be real uneventful. But what happened was, I had this plan in my mind that I was going to do this timer review and I was going to get one of these like lawn ornaments, like the little blow up, what is it? Not Santa Claus, the blow up, it's going to come to me. Snowman, because that was coming from Amazon. And I was like, oh, I can get the snowman and I can blow it up. And then I'll use this timer that is supposed to work with like the dawn to dusk, and it has a little sensor here that like automatically knows when it's sundown, and it'll blow up. And I might look crazy with a snowman in my front yard to do my review, but that's what you do when you're a product reviewer. You look crazy for a minute, and it doesn't matter because you're living your best life as a product reviewer. But it didn't come. And then I was just going to do the review outside and be like, oh, let me just do whatever. Let me use something in the yard. One, I didn't account for the fact that 99% of our yard tools, accessories, whatever that we use to do work around the house are battery powered, because my husband is like, oh, battery powers are more efficient, because that's life when you're married to an engineer. Some of you might know this struggle. My husband's a what? Computer engineer in a family of engineers, so everything is about efficiency. Mm-hmm. A whole nother story for another day. But because of that, we don't have any plug-in tools, literally. When I went to the garage and looked around, it's like, we don't have a plug-in leaf blower. We don't have a plug-in nothing, weed whacker, nothing. Everything's battery. So I said, I don't have a tool to test this with. I don't have any plug-in lights. We ain't plugging Christmas lights. Like I told my husband, I said, we could decorate. This was before we had a child. I'm not plugging no Christmas lights for nobody to come around and look at. So, all of that being said, because the item that I was going to review along with this item did not come, nothing to really test that would benefit from the daylight sensor. So this is the item that I received to review. And I thought this was neat because now that I have a child who will be, of age come Christmas time, at least to see her reaction to Christmas lights, I thought, oh, cool, have this Christmas coming up, have everything set up and in place. It'll be great to have because then, won't have to worry about running outside. This outdoor sensor is particularly focused so that, when you have holiday lights, it's plugged in, you set up everything, you have everything going, one less thing to run out and do. And I like that because as someone who, like, we have the, Wink system set up. So with that, all of our security lights, our outdoor lights, let's say our front porch lights, they automatically come on when it's dusk. Our security lights are ring lights, so they automatically come on. They have sensors and all that. So we're those kind of folks that like that kind of convenience and that kind of efficiency. So to be able to, do the work to have your Christmas lights set up, and then there's one less thing to think about. I was attracted to this for that reason. Taking it out of the package. Another thing about this is that it's made from a really durable material. Now, when I look at something like this cable cord, let me get this close so you can kind of see it, bring it into focus a little bit. The fact that this is as thick as it is versus, just putting outside a regular extension cord, this is something that's going to hold up well to the weather and the elements. So again, I've mentioned this and it's in my little bio. I'm down here in Louisiana. It's hot, and it's also we have a lot of rain and different elements that go on outside. So something like this is going to hold up well to extreme heat, I believe, as well as, going from a lot of rain to a lot of wind to some dry weather, because when you deal with plastic and things, you have to think about dry rot. You have to think about how it's going to hold up to heat, expansion, changing temperatures. Now, come December, as my mom learned when she came to visit us the first time, just because it's December does not mean that it's cold in Louisiana. But we do have sometimes freezes that kill all of our nice tropical plants that we like to plant down here. So you have to be careful with things like that. So when I looked at this, I thought that was another attractive thing. The fact that it has the grounding plug. So that's something else that folks don't often think about when you're plugging in your outdoor lights. This is important because let's say you have a surge, you have all this stuff going through when you have current. And again, I'm married to an engineer, but that did not give me an engineering degree. But anybody that's out there that's married knows you get a lot of things transferred to you and a lot of things that are explained to you, sometimes that you don't even want to know because you are married to folks with certain occupations. So my husband's always talking about the current and overloading the, it's not the circuit, but over the circuit breaker and all that. So I'm always making sure that I have something that's polarized and something that has this nice little grounding piece. So that's important. You plug it in your Christmas lights. You don't want to just get the 2-prong plugs and the extension cords that have these 2 pieces. You always want this so that if there is a surge, it goes back through that. I could be explaining that wrong, but that's as I understand it. So if you got a correction, put it in the comments. It has, the basic on off switch. You can set it to go for every 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, or 8 hours. And then again, there's your power sensor to let you know it's come on, as well as the sensor for the light where it detects whether or not it is dusk or dawn. And then here are the places that you plug in your different things that you want to come on with the sensor. So like I can imagine we do one that would be regular Christmas lights. If we had another one that we're going out to our different palm trees or accent trees, and then another that might be set up for lights on the porch. Or if we had one that was the snowman that didn't come. But one day he's gonna come. And I'll be doing some other reviews of some different plugs and stake lighting, because like I said, I had a vision of what this was gonna be and how my Christmas was gonna happen, and I'm gonna make this happen for my baby girl. And I got time, because that's my phrase that I've been saying for 2020. I say it to some of my friends all the time. I'm working from home now. I'm here because we're, I guess, still quarantined, really. I mean, our socially distancing, because I'm in New Orleans and we just got everything going on with this pandemic, and I'm home and working remotely and doing different things and trying to keep myself occupied. But I always find myself saying, it's 2020 and I have time. I'm starting plants from seeds now because it's 2020 and I have time. And at this point, I don't know, I may have a little Santa's workshop by the time Christmas comes because I have time to plan it out because it's 2020. And hopefully, if we get the situation under control in New Orleans, maybe I won't have as much time. But the way it's looking right now, it's 2020 and I'll have time. But I'm excited about this. I am going to again give you an update because I do believe I'm going to hold out and I'll tell you more about my experience doing reviews for Amazon and what that's like because folks always ask me how to get stuff from Amazon. And what do you mean you do reviews for Amazon? I do reviews for Amazon. And I'll have to make sure I look back through that to also know how much legally I'm allowed to say and disclose and to make sure that before I tell you too much, I won't lose my privileges of reviewing for Amazon because I don't want to lose that either because I have done reviews before, Paul's reviews. You can, Vine Voice is something that if you Google it, it's a real thing. It's a public thing. It's invitation only. So I'll tell you that nothing that I would share with you is going to be something that you can go and decide to beef up your life and, it's not like a referral program or anything like that. But I think I probably can share some tips or things that at least I know that I did. Some of it intentionally, others just happenstance that I think probably helped me get to the point of being a person who was invited to be a reviewer. But yeah, it's something that I find interesting, something that I like to do. And how Fix It with Fran probably broaden itself into another little element of activity. I guess we'll say that. But yeah, this little 3-outlet outdoor mechanical timer will be something that you'll see again along with some other plugs that I will hopefully one day be putting together in a little array of Christmas lighting setup at our home for Christmas with my then, oh my gosh, she'll be 1 year old little one. Everything has gone by so fast this first year. So apologies for the somewhat rambling, but if I didn't say this earlier, and I don't think I did, this is Fix It with Fran, where I talk about all things faith, family, food, and fun. And this is a mixture of one of those family and fun things that I look forward to doing here on the blog. I am Fran. Fix It with Fran, something that came about because I'm always, again, tinkering with things like little things like this, working on things, helping my family and friends and giving tips and advice like I would to literally my family. So when I give reviews or do product reviews, as I kind of say in my description on Amazon, I give reviews like I would to my family and friends. I have always been a person who's been a bargain shopper, looked for good deals, looked for advice. And if I give you a review of something, or if you ask me, oh, Fran, where'd you get that? I'll give you my honest opinion the same way I would in person. It's the same way I write my reviews online. So if you enjoy that, if you want to hear more about things that I'm working on, if you want to hear more of my random stories like this, please do feel free to like and subscribe and stay connected with me on the channel. I thank you for watching, and like I always do say on the blog, I do believe that God has given us all gifts and talents that can fix some problem that exists in the world, and we can't fix everything, but I do believe we can all fix something. So if you've yet to figure out that thing, I pray that you would pray, seek Him, seek His face, focus on that thing, and until next time, I pray that you would find that thing and fix it. Until next time, take care.